it is time to go get that allowance. I hope you did your chores. This is directed at the kids of the 80s. I hope you mowed that lawn that you were supposed to, or picked up the dog stuff, whatever it is that you need to do. I hope you get it, because you got to go to your mom and your dad and you get those $2 and get yourself on down to the arcade. Aladdin's Castle was the one that I would go to when I was a kid, and put those dollars into that little change machine and get your arcade game coins, line them on up on that Street Fighter machine, and yeah, buckle in, because yeah, man, we're gonna talk about a little bit of Cobra Kai. Ooh. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, sensei. We'll do it again. Let's try. Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, sensei. It does, though. It does. Boy, just binged all the two seasons again. I had already seen the first season of Cobra Kai when it was on YouTube. It was YouTube Red or whatever it was. I'm so glad that Netflix picked it up and has extended it, given it a second season, and apparently a third is in the can already. So hopefully early 2021. But holy cow, is that show a blast. It's nostalgia, sure, but it's like, it's so well done. It's all the gray areas, because the original film Karate Kid was very black and white, good and evil and whatever, but this is just so complex. But we'll get into that in a little bit. As usual, the channel is Chasing Geekdom. Normally I am out in the world, covering comic conventions and theme park stuff and races, like, the Star Wars half marathon and so on. Can't do much of that or any of that at all right now, so I am talking about the things that I normally would be. Instead, I have Street Fighter behind me rather than Disneyland or comic convention, Comic-Con, whatever. Speaking of, and this is a sidetrack, but this is worth noting and it's weird. Who is it? LA Comic-Con still going on sale. They pushed it from October to December, and they think, really? Now's the time? Like, yeah, they expanded their space, and they're cutting the people that they're going to be in there down by a bunch. Is now the time? Read the room. Like, hey, come on. Do we really need it that bad? Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is coming from a guy who is doing this to Jones, so I can talk about it. Like, I want to connect with the people that would be there as well, but I don't need it so badly that, I don't know, just seems odd. One shining star in the comic convention kind of community, I would say, is Wizard World, because they pivoted real early. Like, they saw the writing on the wall, and I think in late March, I saw the first time where they're like, hey, we're having some virtual convention, virtual panels, if you will, which was kind of brilliant. I was like, oh wow, that's smart. Thought maybe they were just testing it out, or it was like a whatever, and then turns out they can see into the future, and they really leaned into that, and they've been doing it ever since. And they were doing virtual panels that were free, and then after the panels you could have purchased a one-on-one video chat with someone that was in the panel or whatever. So in lieu of them making money with autographs, and signings, they're doing it that way. So it was like, whoever did that, you brilliant, you know. And then after that came all of the Comic-Con online and you know, DC fandom and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm sure some of them probably thought of it on their own, but like, who was ahead of the curve? That was Wizard World. Thank you very much. And they weren't pushing to be like, oh, we got to make sure that it's in person and we're gonna prove everyone wrong or whatever. Anywho, and instead of just talking about what I'm usually doing, I like to show, it's a 1.5 minute trailer of previous footage that I've collected, fun that I've had, shenanigans out at these comic conventions and theme parks and stuff, and one time through that, and then we will jump into gameplay. Oh, I didn't even realize. Is that the game that I'm hearing? Let's see. So since we're doing a Cobra Kai kind of theme, I don't know what that means. Who am I going to fight? Do I want to fight in China or do I want to fight Hong Kong? This guy kind of looks like, so it's like Sensei Lawrence versus, oh, this is tough. Yeah, I have it on like the easiest settings, by the way. And I'm still going to get toast. This guy's like, oh, I forgot. I like to use the... Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do like Brunch Madness throughout this. So, what I like to do... I'll punch him. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna try to do a jumping thingy. Ah! Oh, he jumped. Okay. He saw that coming. And I don't know how to do the special moves yet either. Oh, you got me good there. Yeah. So if you've come here for highly skilled like gameplay, this is not the place. Just like he said. Oh, round 2. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never been good at this game since I was a kid. It's not, I don't know how to, whoa, see? I have this set to like the easiest of the easiest, and I'm still gonna barely win. Alright, let's see if I can get, oh, this is the big kick, and this is the big punch. There we go. Yeah, here basically to putz around in the game, that's, I think, themed correctly after a COBRA KAI kind of themed episode of my Chasing Mediocrity, Brunch Madness, which I'll get into. I like the challenge of trying to multitask here. Play a game. Give him the... There you go. I'll get to the reason why I do this in a minute. We'll just leave him there. Are they gonna jump me right into a... They're gonna jump me right into a thing. Okay, I'm gonna pop out. Let's see what happens. All right. What I'll do is quit. Yes. And then I will... Let's do training. Just for a minute. I'll just putz around in it, fighting against no one. While I lay the groundwork of my Brunch Madness, I'll get into that. And then, how about we go to... Let's go to Kenya. That looks pretty. Let's be... Well, that looks like the kid. The end, there's this too small. End of season 2, spoilers. COBRA KAI, the one with the glasses. Or was it the one that... Yeah. I don't remember his name. Let's be that guy right now. Anywho. Okay, I gotta pick for this guy too. Why not that guy? That looks like a fair fight. So... This is just a little backdrop. The other guy's not gonna fight. This is me, because this is just training. Now... Brunch Madness, what I've been doing is set up a bracket of 16 television shows and films. I go through each TV show in one episode, in one streaming session. And I will go through, and I'm on a quest to find from that cast, not the cast, but from the characters, who would be my most, this is science, desired hungover brunch guest. So who is going to be the best from my criteria for me, science though, hungover brunch guest from the characters in that show. So a show like COBRA KAI has enough adult characters in it to make it worthwhile. Like maybe not too difficult, because I did Back to the Future forgetting that Marty is a high schooler and there's a lot of, and I was like at a loss. I had to go through that whole trilogy to have 3 people in the finals. That was difficult. What I do is I have 3 criteria. Number 1 is the energy level. So someone who's not like too hyperactive, like a Peter Parker, Tom Holland's version, because you don't want that. I don't want that. And someone who's not too kind of broken, comatose. Kind of like I would imagine Kate Austin, Kate from Lost would be, because she's just, if she's gonna tie one on the night before, she's just too broken, you know, to like not be the next day in a state where you're just like, yo, are you okay? You know, like I'm gonna be worried about taking her to the ER. 2 is someone who would be good to the wait staff, you know, someone who would be grateful, overtly kind, and then hopefully someone who would take the interactions off of my plate, because if I'm in post-work mush brain like I am right now, I'm surprised I have anything left in me, or if I'm overly tired, or if I'm hungover, I can't always trust myself to be as good, overtly kind of appreciative as I'd want to be. I'd have that little bit of guilt if I'm not later on, so I'm looking for someone who could take that over genuinely, sincerely. I could pull out more words from my thesaurus, I don't know. And also someone who would be interested in this kind of silly debate. It is silly. I mean, it's trivial, But what it does for me is when I'm in a state like I am, I just come off work from my commute was from down there in my office to this chair in my living room. I work from home, and I do that. I disconnect, and then I sit down and I put my mind on something that has me talking about, number one, something I love, which is, TV shows and films and performances that I love, and the debate aspect of it is kind of, I guess it's a thought experiment. It's just something for me to put my mind to, and I do so while I'm playing a game. So it's like the multitasking aspect of it as well. It's also fun. So it hopefully will push my mind into a place that's going to hopefully take advantage of the rest of the day, because now it's my time. And I used my multitasking abilities for the nonsense that is work for 8 hours today. And now I'm going to put it on something as goofy as this, and hopefully I can get it in a place where I'm going to be able to take advantage of some things. Even if it is just determining who from the characters of Cobra Kai the adult characters that I would most want to be my guest for hungover brunch at some place. There it is. So now that we've done that, I can go into a real fight and actually get into the cast as well. Where are they? We've got, so there were 11, surprisingly, adult characters in here that I can go through. There's a few definite no's, but I'll show my work. I think this will be fun. Okay. Let's quit the game. Yes. And let's go back to arcade. This guy. I did notice that there was a lot of people playing, because this was made in '99. I guess there's one Street Fighter V that a lot of people are playing, but I wanted to get this one that has all the variety, like of the old school, whatever. But I changed it to this full screen so that it would not have the random border on the outside. It looked a little silly. So now that we know, this is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be tricky to do this debate while I'm in the middle of these fights, but I'm gonna try. So we're gonna start with Lucille LaRusso. So LaRusso mom, who is like, honestly, I mean, I get that they needed to give her a storyline. Didn't love that it was, I guess it just started out that way, but it was like a bit of a tense, like, what's going on? Why? What happened? I don't understand, because I was taking too long. The being at odds with LaRusso's wife and all, because she's like, I mean, honestly, his mom is like, still, if you look at, okay, she's like kind of a hero, the hero of the whole thing. I mean, she's out there moving the kid across country and raising the kid and doing all that, and just being strong mom on her own. I do look forward to seeing if they give her some more in season 3, where they can kind of, oh, this guy's big, capitalize on just kind of that more stronger mom, I mean now grandma stuff. I know they bonded at all, but I think it'd be cool to see a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's the quick punch. And then there's the big punch. Oh, he's kicking my butt. So, we'll take a look at her first. This is, did I change? I should probably see if I change the settings back, or if this guy's just hard, or if my multitasking is screwing me up here. Yeah, I died. This is going to be difficult, but that's the point. So she... See? Look at this. I am going to check the settings after this fight. Because I need it to be very easy for me to compete. Pay attention to Brunch Madness. Oh, I forgot to show the graphic. So how do you block in this game? I don't know how. Energy level wise, I mean, she's the elder, but I mean, it doesn't mean that she's going to be too sleepy. You know, she seems to be still pretty sprightly. So I think she'd, you know, definitely come in that. Hey, look, I won around. She'd come in that kind of mid on the spectrum, you know, as far as he's just all about his special moves. That's fine. That's fine. He took out so much. Oh, I don't know how I did that, but I remember that noise. So, goodness of the waitstaff. Yeah, I mean, I think she, though, I mean, I'm assuming that we're in like Reseda or somewhere in the valley in LA or whatever. And no offense to LA people. Although, I mean, it's different in the valley. You know, if we're going somewhere out there. Yeah, I'm gonna check the settings on this. I'm sorry, I know that I should be somewhat ambitious, but not so much. Usually I have a lot of little, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's still on the lowest, and I'm doing this poorly. Speaking of Brunch Madness, I gotta remember that we're doing Brunch Madness. Yeah, so there's that. Oof. Okay. So we know that I'm gonna leave this sad settings on here just for a moment, because that's sad. So, what should be good to the waitstaff? I mean, it depends on where we are, because I guess there's a lot that takes place in a valley. Yeah, I mean, I think they live. Yeah, so we're assuming that we're in the valley, and they're a little bit more. They're a little tougher there in a good way, not necessarily in a bad way. Than if you were to go to like the Grove. I don't know if the actors, the aspiring actors in the Grove, would be able to handle our demeanor as much as, say, someone in the valley. So we'll be good there. And she's, you know, she's kind of the tough, you know, a tougher East Coaster as well. And I think that would actually fit in pretty well in the valley. So that's good. I think she'd be good to them. I think she would definitely take the interactions off of my hands, which is good. Whether or not it's in a, would it be bossy? You don't get. She seems to be at peace from where she's at, from what you see of her. It's a little bit of that tense kind of exchange between her and Daniel's wife, but she does have like kind of an innate sweetness to her, so I think she'd be appreciative, especially someone who kind of raised a kid on her own. Seeing someone do the work anywhere is probably going to be like, you know, gracious and stuff. Perhaps not like maybe short somewhat, but not in a negative way. I know what I mean, but this is the point of me doing this, because it tries to force my brain into thinking about non-technical things like I do all day. So I think that's still there's enough there to put her on the list. And I think, yes, she would take over. And I think she's intuitive, and she would be able to see, like, oh, this one right here, he needs help in this scenario, right? And I have no idea if I'll end up with like a copyright thing from these songs, but I don't care. It's a song about Street Fighter. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do this. No, not that. This. Maybe I should be this big guy that beat me last time. Maybe that's the move. Wasn't that who I fought, or was this who I fought? Or maybe I should just be this crazy guy. Where's he at? Okay. These controls are weird. There we go. Let's play this guy. So yeah, she would see that I would need the help and take those interactions off my hands, which would be good. So that's good. Would she be interested in this conversation? Do we see enough of her to know? It's hard to say. I want to do this little quick punch. Hi. I like that one. I mean, I think now that she's got some breathing room in life, I'm sure she's got, like, she does love her character-driven stuff. I want to get him with the big kick. There we go. I don't know what that is, buddy, but I know I can't do it. Yeah, this is definitely a little more mellow matchup. So I'm sure. I mean, she seems like she's someone that my mom would hang out with, and they'd be talking about whatever show like friggin' Tom Selleck is on. And I watch those, you know, whatever's on CBS, Blue Bloods. We can get down on debating who from Blue Bloods we'd want to go have hungover brunch with. So I think she's gonna have opinions on it, and that's the key thing that you'd want in this kind of debate. So that's good. So I'm gonna put her on the list. She's in the finals, or at least in the next round. And also respect, because hey, I don't know what this fancy business is that you're doing here. And we can move on. This next one is a big no. I don't know how I did that, but I'm cool. I planned that. Maybe if it's if I... Oh, okay. When I'm at max, and then I go... Nope, I thought I knew what I was doing for a second. So the guy who kept raising the rents on the dojo, on Cobra Kai Go dojo, and of course obviously all the other places in the little mini mall. Oh, I like that guy's like little move there. Oh, this is kind of a closer one, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna get him with the big one. There we go. What does he do? Oh, he just turns his back. That's awesome. What's this dude's name? Let's see. I go here. No, we'll stick here. I'm gonna fight that guy. We're talking about Armand. I mean, Armand is a no, but I'm gonna show my work because, you know, we got some time it's time to kill, playing some games and talking about the wonder that is the awesome Cobra Kai. Yeah. Got a little something that I made for Brunch Madness in general that I'll show you later that fits perfectly in with what is I love the design and just I would love to know all the stories behind these characters. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. So great. Yeah, Armand, he's all about them ducats, you know. What a guy. He's straight, he's to the point. He doesn't mince words, he's not. Oh, this guy's gonna get me. This reminds me of when you're playing like over a longer. This guy knows what I'm up to. What is when you're playing Fortnite forever and then you get okay and you win enough and then suddenly you're thrust into what the heck and crap? Thrust into a game with people that are like all of them are better than you. It kind of feels like this right now because I'm supposed to be at level 1. This is like, you could tell I've not played this game since the 80s. I don't know how to defend myself here. Maybe, and this is going to be cheating just to make it a little bit at least more entertaining so I can concentrate on my Brunch Madness, is if I win a first round, I guess win or lose, just stick to that first round and quit a game after and then jump back in so I can kind of just not look like this. I guess it's like playing some, oh my gosh, look at the binary. That's amazing. Fall Guys anyway, so I don't know what button I'm supposed to push. Oh, not that. I don't know. We await your return, warrior. Sure. Grade G. I got a grade G. Oh, they actually want me to. I'm in first place. In this house, I came in first place. That's what's up. So maybe I am the great. I got an E and an F plus, so I got a G. I don't know. All right. Armand is, I think that was his name, right? COBRA KAI. Here we go. Oh, I know where I need to go. Yeah, Armand. So, energy level. He's an enigma, somewhat. He's... Yeah, I push the button. He's intense. And he's an adult guy. I think he's in his probably, what, his 50s? But he's also he's really intense. He's like got that Kramer energy. And he's prone to outbursts, which I'm not a big fan of. So that's strike one, because you never know like what you're gonna get, really. Goodness to the waitstaff? Absolutely not. You could see the kind of he's going to be too much. He's going to be curt, demanding. You know, if he's going to spend the money that he's worked so hard to get. I like the long legs. I thought would be helpful, but I like that move. Okay. The long arms too. Oh, she's all legs. I'm hitting the punch button, and she's just Okay. So, you know, he's not gonna be kind. He doesn't strike me as a kind dude. He's a provider at all costs. So it's like, I think if he has any goodness in him, he's gonna give it to his immediate family because, you know, he wouldn't want to deal with negativity in the home kind of guy. So he does what may occur to him to keep the peace at home. The end. But strangers and colleagues, nah. Oh, she's all legs. Okay. And then would he be interested in this conversation? Nah, he'd just be like, well, what's the money? How much do I get paid? Yeah. This is an interesting character to play with. Just all leg. What? Is she stretchy? So we're gonna go ahead and rule Armand out. And now we get to Sid. Johnny's stepdad. Turd of a stepdad. But what a great performance, right? Yeah, buddy, you're all chatty, aren't you? Okay, finding my groove, he says as he gets like kicked in the ear. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might place her a little bit more because I like having distance. Oops. And like, yep. Ooh, I like that move. That's pretty cool. I'm into that. Doing that like E+. You need to be more flexible. Alright, are we gonna fight? Oh, this dude's a trip. I don't like him. He scares me. I'll have bad dreams. Sid. It's another big time no, but I have to show my work, right?
Prepare to strike now.
Ooh. Oh, she's jumpy. She's jumpy. Okay, good to know. Sid, energy level wise, is probably going to be an issue because that dude's like he's got live-in help, and that means at this point he's questionable health-wise, right? So that would be a big no. Would he be good to the waitstaff? We saw how he was with his live-in help lady. They had quite a rapport, didn't they? Get the big kick. You get the big kick. You get the big kick. Oh, did you get me? Oh, I was looking at the wrong side. Whatever. So obviously that's gonna be. Whoa, hey. Very questionable, and a big no on that category. Whoa. Is there a pause in this game? Oh, you. Whoa. That. Okay, I'm not gonna walk into that. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Ah, that got me. Whoa, that was awesome. So, yeah, so he's not going to be good at the waitstaff. And then also, would he be interested in this conversation? No, he wouldn't know what's going on. He'd be confused. He'd be like, what is that? What's he probably read? Newspaper, maybe. Complains about taxes. Reads the business section. What's going on with my money? Are they going to take more money? Him and Armand would be an interesting, like, spin-off, like, sitcom. Like, 3-camera show. Yeah, they should do that. Yeah, I'm gonna continue. I don't know what that means. It means I'm sticking with Elena. I like her. So we're gonna go ahead and rule Sid out. Not just because of how big of a turd he was, to Johnny, but because of science that I just exhibited. Who am I gonna fight? Not her again. This guy's scary though, and he'll give me nightmares. So let's play again. Different scenery. Let's go to Brazil. Look at him. Did he just? Heck. I gotta look and see who's next though. I think it's Danny's cousin. What was his name? Louis? Cousin Louis? We'll talk about him and then see if I got his name right after. How about that? This guy is a trip. What are you, buddy? I want to see your skeletal structure. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen like Mikado in Third Strike. See, I don't know. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming by, Max Gamer. I haven't played this game since probably, well, any Street Fighter really, since probably like early 90s, maybe a little bit late 80s, whenever I was going to actual arcades when I was younger. Is that I'll cycle through the next time that I go through and look for Mikado and see. I'm digging the I don't know, I'm just button mashing if I'm not being honest. So I don't, yeah. This feels good to be nostalgic though. I tried one of the real old ones, but it was like trying to entertain myself for a prolonged period playing like, what was the hockey game that I was playing? I wish I could find Blades of Steel. That I would enjoy. Like Excite Bike. Can't really play Excite Bike for hours. You know, it's cool and all, but it's like you want to play that for a couple minutes and then move on. Again, I have this set to like the lowest settings just because I have not played in a while. But wow, that dude was okay. So I think it was Louis. So Louis's the one that like, he seemed like he was just going to be this fun-loving dude that worked at Daniel's, the LaRusso dealership with him. He pranked the kid that ended up working there or whatever, but that still seems like good-natured ribbing, whatever. It's like, so that's her move instead of like that one guy's peace sign she just lays down. Okay. Who am I going to fight now? Let's go to Japan. I fought Yang already. And then they took him to like a real, just kind of a dark place, because he showed up after, I think it was when Johnny defaced the billboard and put the phallic symbol on his picture. Whoa, maybe this was a mistake. And then they found one. I guess it was because he was upset because it's like they had him, Louis and that other guy that worked there, up on that billboard where they found. Ooh, I like the little punches, but she's all legs. She doesn't do the punching, which is weird. She reminds me of Stretch Armstrong. Nah, I got toasted. I did okay on the lowest setting. Still. Oh, I was gonna have a drink, but so I guess understandably that he was upset and all, but because they found the flyer for Cobra Kai Dojo up on that billboard when they went to go paint it. But still, he showed up with his little, biker buddies that he met in Vegas and torched his car. I think they were just gonna, of course he only showed up intending to smash the windows, but still. And then when he tried to stop the guy from, torching it or whatever. Boop. Oh. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, I got that. How do you block in this game? Ah, not like that. And I'm also trying to figure out whether or not I like I'm on the Switch, and if I like the controller or the little, see, I'm a noob to gaming. The buttons or the stick. For this game, I kind of feel like I like the buttons more. For some reason, it's like I feel like I can get myself to. Are you gonna let me enter my initials here? I don't know. I got an E+, an E, and an F++. All right. Okay, so. Oh, cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I know that there's a lot of other console gamers. So you mentioned Mikado. Is that someone I can find in here? Let's see. There we go. Yes. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna try it. And I already fought... Let's fight Yang. Yang reminds me of Hawk in Cobra Kai a little bit. So anyways, we were talking about Louis. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So let's look at energy level wise. He's gonna be about right, I think, Louis. I think he'll be in the middle of that. Well, he'll be in the spectrum. Maybe he's a little bit of a question mark as to which end of it, just because he could have been on a real bender, you know, because he's gone and torched some dojo sensei guy's car and was freaking out about stuff. Or because he's got a little bit of that, I think, a little bit of Kramer energy in him. If he's controlled himself somewhat and he's just mildly hungover, which is what I would be, he might be a little, whoa, buddy. I'm gonna get you with the big kick. Big punch. Yeah. He blocked them all, didn't he? Oh, I like his voice, Mikado. Intense and like high pitched. So energy level wise, he'll be there, but he's just a little bit of a loose cannon, obviously. Just you don't know where he's gonna be. Goodness to the wait staff. I don't know. I mean, he does have a service job himself when he he's in sales, but still, you know. I think he'd be more like, okay, I'm in your house now, you got to take care of this kind of vibe to him. He's also an East Coast transplant, so different vibe. I guess, I mean, in the Valley though, in Southern California, I lived there, so it's not gonna be that different. You know? Good, but not soft like you'd find in, like, you know, parts of like LA proper. The more like posh spots and stuff. So I guess depending on where we are, if we're in the Valley, I think again, like kind of Grandma LaRusso. Oh, come on, buddy, I got you here. Time over. I didn't even know that there was a time thing. Oh, I won. So I got an E. I don't know what that means. Do I want to go to America or France? France, of course. See? So yeah, I think he'd be kind of in the same vicinity. Whoa. Look at how casual this dude is. Look at it. I love it. There's such a great dedication to character in this game. I dig it. and they put it in like physicality. It reminds me of some of the roles that I love, like Nebula and Guardians. Oh, like Edgar Bug and Men in Black, that kind of thing. Putting that in games like this, I think, is pretty cool. Get. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's got long legs. Looks like he just. Ah! Get. Yeah. Oh, I should have jumped out of there. Stick and move. There we go. Ah, he got me with this little long distance vape circle. Nah. Oh, get up. Oh, he got me. He got me in the toe. Would he be interested in this conversation? I think that he would definitely be strongly opinionated on some things. And I don't think he'd be like, oh, this is a debate to win or whatever. I think he would appreciate a back and forth. So I don't know if he necessarily would have a buy-in for like the reason behind it, because, you know, like for me, I'm trying to make sure I can take advantage of the rest of the day by putting my mind on something, you know, critical, if you will, set in a realm of popular culture and stuff. But still, I think he'd be. Hey, I won a thing. I don't know though. I don't like the idea of his kind of loose cannon energy level. It'd be a little bit unexpected. Like, you don't know what to expect from him. And that could lead into... Oh wow, he studied the tapes. He went in halftime and decided, okay, like him and Bill Belichick, French guy here, were like, okay, this is what he did, and this is how we're going to make adjustments, and now we're going to come out and annihilate him. Yep, see, friggin' Bill Belichick gave him that move. Him and his cut off sleeves was like, okay, Frenchie, this is what you do to this guy here. Man, this is ridiculous. What on... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the wild card aspect of it. This is just silly. This feels like I'm playing Fall Guys right now. Hey, can I go? And that's nice of you. Thanks. I find your cause interesting, but I could never relate to it. Wait a minute, didn't I win the first round? I don't like this guy. I'm gonna play him one more time. I don't know what these mean. I'll try a different one. And we're gonna go... Do I want a rematch yet? No, this will be like the second film in a trilogy where you have to like fight your way back to the guy who beat you in the end of the first movie. So yeah, I don't like the loose cannon aspect of Louis. I didn't check to see if that was his character's correct name. I'll check after this. It's one thing I can multitask a little bit better when I'm... Whoop, whoop. I wonder if... Did Louis show up in... I think they mentioned him in the Karate Kid films. Maybe. Ah. Oh, you want little punches? I got little punches. I want to get you big punch. This guy's big. Trying to get combos on this guy. Alright, who's next? I think we're going to talk about Shannon. Shannon is that one. I'm terrible with character names. Like, my memory in general is not great. Oh, he beats me every time. Ah, I walked right into his fist. Alright, let's take a look here. Next. Okay, so we're gonna do, so we did Louis, right? Oops. Shannon, I skipped. Okay, we'll do Shannon, then we'll go back to, I should probably play. Shannon, then we'll go back to Stingray. So much writing on this game, I don't know how I could have walked away from it. This guy's good. So Shannon was that one kid's mom. The one that Daniel ends up training in Miyagi-Do karate, who is Johnny's son. Robbie? Oh, he got me. I don't know what that splatter is. It looks like some plasma from somewhere. But Shannon was not so much a great mom. She was about, let's try this guy. She was about finding her, I don't even know for her if it was about finding a companion or like a life partner. I think she was looking for sugar daddy, judging by, yeah. Let's go to Japan again. She definitely wasn't into being a mom. She wasn't. Oh, look at this guy. He looks like Inspector Gadget, but a robot. Oh my gosh. This game is awesome. I hope I'm gonna try to find like some sort of documentary or something on whoever came up with these characters. I dug that. I mean, this is amazing. So, Shannon, she's... I kind of want to be this guy for Halloween. All by myself at home, because I don't want to get a virus. Or give it to anyone else for that matter. If I have it and don't know it. I did it. Like that. I was like, there. Engaged. This is payback, because I think she kicked my butt last time. Ah! Oh, nice one. So I gotta use the length of the legs is kind of to my advantage. So, yeah, Shannon, she wasn't into being a mom. She didn't want to do all that. She just wanted someone to take care of her and then, like, kind of assume that, like, okay, well, by default, that would end up sort of taking care of the kid or whatever. But, I mean, you see the state that he was in. So, she's going to be a no, but I have to show my work. Because, I mean, I'm assuming, this kind of assumes that I can't get a hit on this person. Hey. There we go. That's better. How about, what's my big kick look like? Oh, that's the big. There we go. She's blocking all my stuff. Ooh. Am I gonna do it? Oh, I was so... So, yeah, Shannon, final round. Let's do this. What if I do little karate chops? I took the first round. So, let's look at energy level wise. She's a practice drinker. Maybe a little too practiced. I mean, I think she's gonna come in a little like Kate Austin, you know? Like, I don't know that she's got control over herself. She's not stoked about life. She's more just into partying, which you can kind of get away with when you're younger as far as recovering the next day. I'm gonna lose. Which, yeah, like I said, you can recover as... Okay, that was funny. I have clothes that are much more fashionable than this, believe me. I believe you. I like this beat, and it only lets me listen to it for like 10 seconds. That's a bummer. So, she's another big question mark energy level wise. I think she'd be... Because she's not a teenager anymore, and she's still partying like one. So you don't know. I don't know. I'd be probably pretty concerned the next day. They don't really show her in that state, but considering, gosh, she's let her life kind of fall apart and let her kid's life fall apart. Goodness to the waitstaff. Do I want to go to China or to Brazil? This guy seemed like... Let's try this guy. French man in Brazil. Okay. Let's just say that we catch her on a day where she is somewhere on the acceptable energy level spectrum, which I don't think we would be able to count on, but let's just say. And like, goodness to the waitstaff, I think, yeah, I mean, does she work? It's hard to say. I don't think so. And I think that's why I don't remember. But yeah, I think she'd be pretty down to earth and kind to them, though I don't think she'd necessarily... Hey, I want to throw things. My kicks and punches aren't doing much damage on this guy. There we go. I think I had this guy the first round last time too, like, did pretty good, but... Such a weird looking dude. Yeah, so I think I like the little quick punches. Yeah. Hey, none of that around here. He squats weird. I don't think that she'd be like ever in the place where she would take time over. Did I win? Would she be interested in this conversation? I think that she would. So, third category, interested in this kind of debate? Sure. I think there's a lot of people, there's not many people in this cast of adult characters in this show that wouldn't have some common ground with me in that and wouldn't engage in it. So, although, I don't know, she seems more like of a reality show kind of fan. So she'd be like, what about from what shows? Top Model, whatever, one of those shows. Love Island. She like want to talk about that a little bit more, but kind of maybe begrudgingly talk about some nighttime soap. She'd want to talk about like Empire or something, which is fine. But hey, I'm button mashing. But nothing compelling enough to like override this whole like big question mark on her energy level because of her lifestyle. So we're gonna say no to Shannon. Sorry. Now, who am I fighting? Hey, let's go to Brazil. Are those like brass knuckles or something? No, they're just gloves. Okay. Okay, is he gonna be like super good and I'm gonna die? Yeah, probably. Ah, yeah. He looks like he's in Cobra Kai, right? Because he's got the right colors on. I'm the punk kid that moves into town and Cobra Kai's like, I don't think so, buddy. You can't do karate in hipster jeans. What's wrong with you? Reading your poetry and your Doc Martens? That's not karate. This is my gi. Did I say that right, people? What is this? That's not the right way to do a roundhouse whatchamacallit. So, who are we talking about? Oh, Stingray. We moved on to Stingray. That dude is hilarious. There should be like he needs his own show. Who would Stingray have a good show with, though? It's Stingray and Joey, or Louie, I mean. Ooh, that move didn't. Ooh, that was cool. I'd take this on my big screen. I'm enjoying it. I thought I was gonna have a come from behind. Dang it. Yeah, good job, dude. Good job. So Stingray, he cracks me up. The actor did such a good job in that role that when he's interviewing to be a security guard at that high school after being part of Cobra Kai, spoilers or whatever. This is terrible. This guy is just, again, he went to the tapes and he did this little. I want to do that move. Jeez. Come on, jeans. See, this is. He's been sweating too much in those skinny jeans, and now this guy's like, his equipment isn't failing him. My leather jacket and skinny jeans is messing with me. Yeah, I'm jacked. Look at that. It's so lopsided. I'm sure there's some like combination of things that I could. Oh, I walked right into that. He got me right in the face. Yeah, when Stingray went and he got that. You tell me who just rocked your world with skill. You did. Congratulations. When he went and interviewed for that job, I was concerned. I was like, you don't want him to be this guy around these kids, because he's and especially when that fight broke out. Spoilers again. I'm not going to go into who and what and why, or the fact that it was 15 minutes long. That was amazing. Whoever choreographed that fight sequence in that episode of Cobra Kai in the second season that happens in the high school, give them whatever rewards that they're due. That was incredible. The matchups, the camera work, the performances, obviously. That was, oh, why did I pick this guy? That was amazing. But yeah, Stingray, this guy with his like weird morphing whateverness. He's gonna have like hands as whatever because he's made a binary code or something. Huh. Anyway, yeah, Stingray. Oof. He, energy level wise, let's run through it. This game is hard to do Brunch Madness with, I tell you. He's gonna be in the sweet spot of the spectrum of energy level. Not sweet spot, but like he'll be in the middle. But I think more in the, again, I like to call it the Kramer energy, prone to outbursts, you know? If you remember when they had that competition in the woods, spoilers again, and he was lying in wait, and then he just burst out. He's just got that kind of pent up kind of, I'm gonna stick with Kramer energy about him. So it's questionable, because you never know like where that's gonna come out. If you look at goodness to the wait staff, I don't think so. Oh, how do you wrap the thing around my goddamn leg? Okay, I gotta get out of here. Get out of the corner, dude. Okay, that's good to know. Oh. All right. What's that ball thing gets me every time. He's so confident, but beyond that, into cocky when he gets into COBRA KAI, because it's like the first time that he's got bonus stage. I'm fighting a car? What? What in the... This is a Stingray moment right here. I don't know. This is incredible. Because he's like, oh yeah, all right, Daniel, Russo Auto, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get your thing and break one of the cars in your lot. That's where they're at right now. Just looks... Yeah, I did it. Does this mean I'm good at this game? Next stage. Hey, I thought I won. Should I play Frenchie or... No, I'll stick to... I'll play Alex. Yeah, so no, I don't think he would be. I think he'd be trying to brag and impress someone, and then he'd probably end up being rude because of it. He'd want them to be impressed, and when they weren't, he'd probably lash out and want to fight someone. Yeah, I know that sound. I brought that upon myself. I did. Oh, he's got me figured out. He'd be interested in this conversation, this kind of debate about a show. He'd probably have a lot of common ground. Come on, man. Finish him off. Dude. No. Oof. So, and that's great, but it's not going to tip the scale for me to overcome the fact that he's going to be kind of a loose cannon energy-wise, and also with the service staff in the place that we're at. So sorry, Stingray. The Stingray is eliminated from Brunch Madness. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Moving on. So after Shannon and nope. Whoa. Ooh. I was just button mashing there. That's what happened there. Ooh, he got me. Ooh, he got me. Let's see, who do we got next? We did that, we did that. Okay, we've got one of the few... Whoops. I should probably be paying attention, I'm so sorry. One of the few characters in this show that has their act together. Yeah, Carmen. So mom to... Again, I remember the adult characters more than I do the kids. Which makes sense. Yeah. Carmen and Daniel's wife are the two characters that have their stuff together most in this show, which is cool to see. Definitely want to see them more, hopefully, in the next season. Kind of beyond a love interest and a wife kind of thing. You see them both as moms, which is cool, and that's like one of the toughest jobs in the world and all. But yeah, it would be cool to see them do more. But she, let's see. Energy level wise, yeah. I mean, she's experienced in life. Been through some stuff. I mean, she fled. Oh goodness, he just jumped right out of his work clothes into a diaper. So energy level wise, I think she gets it. I mean, she's a mom, so she's gonna know that, like, a good one. So she's gonna know how to control herself the night before, so she could, be sure to be in proper momming shape the next day. She's got a good balance about her. Come on. This is a bad matchup. Wow. There's got to be something this guy does that's like makes him... I'm about to get knocked out. Yeah. Would she be good to the wait staff? Absolutely. Yeah, she's definitely... Oh, he got me good. She would be... Yeah, you could tell that she's kind of got she's got a very, very kind heart. And she's not been here... Well, I guess I shouldn't assume how long she has been in the States, but she's not here to have the entitlement that we end up with as Americans. No offense to my fellow Americans, but it's a thing that we do. I think she's... But yeah, just as the person that you see and the character that you see, she is, you can tell, going to be very grateful and kind, and again, someone who's intuitive as well. She can kind of read the room, kind of like an Inara from... Gosh, man, this guy is I'm real slow, this guy. And this fool is like super fast. God! Yeah, okay. Do I win? No, I lose. So I think, yeah, I think she would be good to the white staff. And I think she'd be intuitive enough to know that she's gonna have to take that kind of off my plate, which is very, very good. I should probably start making a list of who is in the finals. So far we only have and probably gonna be let's go here. Gotta keep track. So, would you be interested in this conversation, this kind of debate? I do think so. And it's judging by, I mean, you don't see enough. It's still science, but there's still guesswork in science, right? I think that, yeah, she works at a hospital, right? So I think that when you work in something, I've only worked in this guy again. I didn't realize. I worked in a hospital for maybe a month, 2 months, working in an ER doing intake. Basically, I just registered the people that came in, and I don't know how they do it. And this was out here near St. Louis, and it's taxing on your spirits and your soul, just because you see people in such a vulnerable state that I don't know how they do it. And it's just, my hat's off to workers in that industry, nurses and doctors and everything. And I think, yeah, she worked in a hospital. Didn't go into like what she did, but still, she seems like a compassionate person. Probably for some reason struck me as someone who was like an ER nurse or something. But yeah, so I think that when you're in a career like that, you have to know like when to find pockets of time for yourself. You got to be very organized like that. So I think she's very likely got those character-driven stories and things, whether it be books, whether it be, you know, maybe she listens to podcasts or something. But I think they're going to be, you know, she's going to have some character-driven things. And again, my interests are broad, so we'll be able to find common ground. And I think that she has that kind of I'm getting my butt kicked. Because she has that kind of schedule, and you know, she's also a mom, and she's also, you know, I think she's, if she had the opportunity to talk about character-driven stuff, she's going to be stoked. You know, she's going to be like, cool, yeah, let's get into this and let's talk about my favorite, while my kid's doing karate at this random new dojo in town, COBRA KAI. Let's talk about whatever show it is, and something that she could probably also think about afterwards, you know, in the little bit of time that she has. I got worked. Whew, that was rough. So yeah, I think she'd be down. And so yeah, we'll put Carmen on the list for sure. Great character though. I really hope that there's going to be even more with her So I think at the end of that last season, spoilers by the way, gotta do spoiler alerts on this, but it's been out, you know. You see that, you know, Allie sent Johnny a friend request after he threw his phone in the sand, and he didn't see it on Facebook. So, judging by his technological skills of social media and the internets, who knows if he's going to end up seeing it on his what did he call it? It was his laptop, but I don't know. It's a good match, right? He says. Oh, what's that about? What's that about, haircut? What's that about, haircut? Give me this. So who's next? Who's next? Yeah, because anyway, yeah. Like a love triangle? Well, she dumped him at the end of that, didn't she? I don't know. Who's next? Oh boy, John Kreese. Sensei Kreese. Kreese is a big bag of no, but I'm gonna show my work because much respect to this performance, and I haven't played with her yet. Martin Cove. I hope I'm pronouncing Cove correctly. I don't know if it's like French or something, but we'll stick with it. Legendary character and performance, and to be able to tap into that after this long is just astounding and so impressive. Oh, I don't know how I did that. So I am this purple and red now and later colored thing. I don't know why I thought of now and later's there. Maybe because I'm doing something I haven't played in since the 80s. Ooh, I did that, right? This dude worked me in my last time. There's definitely like strengths in certain matchups too, like the different level, the skills that some of these characters have. And Ibuki apparently has Sean's number. He's said, yeah, you get. Look at the dude working in the background. Look at. He's like, yeah, whatever. I don't mind. You guys do your thing. That's awesome. It's the little things, right? So anyways, Sensei Kreese. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? Yeah, so Kreese is a big bag of no on this scenario, but I'm going to show my work. Big respect to this wonderful performance. Just let's look at energy level wise. I think he'll be in the right place. Again, he's been around the block. You know, he's a practiced. He knows he's going to be hanging the next day. I mean, he's drinking and then showing up to a dojo to train kids, high school kids and stuff. So I think he'll be able to be in the right place. Okay. Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Maybe he's coaching this Sean guy right now because he's in the Cobra Kai colors. Yeah, he did. This Sean guy went into the corner and Kreese was like, sweep the leg, and I just swept his leg, so F you, Sensei Kreese, is your... Get the flippin' flap out of the corner. I need some Miyagi-Do karate here to defeat this fool. Ooh. Yeah, thanks a lot, Sensei Kreese. Look what you did. You gave Sean the ability to friggin' It's unbelievable. So, energy level wise, sure. Goodness to the wait staff. He strikes me as like a kind of a condescending, honey, darling, sports, depending on who's helping kind of guy. He's controlling, I think. So yeah, he's gonna take over, I think, this scenario, but not in a good way necessarily. I keep forgetting that I'm playing this. What on earth did Sensei Kreese like give Sean like some sort of? They give him cocaine between the last two rounds here. Cocaine, maybe some heroin, not heroin, but some friggin' performance enhancing something or other. So yeah, so no, I don't think he'd be great to the waitstaff. Even if he's not intentionally being mean or anything, I just think that he's not gonna have the best rapport with them. Would he be interested in this kind of debate? No. He's gonna see this as some nonsense. So we can I did it. Take that, Sensei Kreese. Great performance though. God, that show is so good. That show is so good. I'm so glad that everybody who was part of the original agreed to come back and do that show, because it's just delightful. And it's not just the nostalgia. It's like, it's there because when you start hearing Bananarama, it's great. And then they do like a new kind of, oh, this guy. It's like we're close to his diaper. Here we go. The nostalgia's there, but then it's the exploration of all the gray areas, which I had read that Ralph Macchio was like one of the thing that caught him like, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing, was that it was that first, the films were like black and white, good, evil, that kind of thing. But this show is so in the gray areas because when you start watching, you're like, oh, okay, you're tempted to be like, okay, this is the Daniel, this is the Johnny, this is the whatever. It's not that simple because this show is like, it's very complex. The characters are very complex. The relationships are complex, and they're all kind of, yeah. It's not predictable, which is very cool. I think that is my favorite thing about it. So we're gonna say no to Sensei Kreese to being his most desired hungover brunch guest, but thanks for playing, Sensei. Oh, I got to do the thing. Okay, so when I played with that guy, he did not make that little ball of energy thing. Nope. I got to do that thing again. Next up, we're into the last 3 adult characters in this television show, Cobra Kai, with my quest for Brunch Madness. We are... Nope. You only got me once. You only got me once. I want to get that thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, headbutt. I want to do Daniel's wife, but I want to get her name before I jump in, just out of respect. Oh. There we go. I KO'd him with a little baby punch. Alright. Amanda LaRusso. Oh, whoa. Oh, I should have been paying attention. The actress that played her, I believe, Sheldon Cooper's big sister in Big Bang Theory. I loved her in that. Love her in this too. I just thought it was such a... She is one of the... It's like her and Carmen, I think, have their shit together the most in this show. Like, I'm sorry to everyone else, but like, they are the two most centered characters in Cobra Kai in this show. Well written, you know. I love this character. Another one that I would love to see more of, kind of explored. Let's go back. Let's be Dudley. I like this dude. It was I guess the bit I want to see more with her and Daniel's mom.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
Are you ready?
Did you say let's fight like gentlemen? He's all about the fisticuffs, isn't he? Look at this dude. He's got his... Okay. Anyway, I just, I hope that we see more of her. The anchor of that friggin' family. But, can run through the criteria real quick. Oh, I'm getting worked. This, I don't know who's a good match for this hat guy. Yeah, I get it, buddy. So energy level wise, I mean, she runs a business and she is a mother. All these things, you have to be very well organized and have your stuff together. And if you're going to tie one on or whatever the day before, like, they go to these functions, they drink whatever. I think she knows like her limits, and she's also got a lot of self-control. So yeah, I think she'll be in the right place. Ooh, I got it. Goodness to the waitstaff, obviously. You know, she doesn't strike me as someone who, you know, after finding some success and some money or whatever, you know, kind of a quality of life that she's become. Who's this guy? Who's haircut in the background? Are you just hanging out? He's like on his way to the mall, and get the heck out of the corner, dude. Man, this guy's working me. But yeah, I think she's works with people a lot. Seems very sweet, very kind-hearted. Not in like a pushover kind of way, at all. So obviously she stands up for herself. To yikes to Daniel when he's been, you know, neglecting the business, neglecting the family and her and all that. So that's good.
Now.
Yeah. Be cool to see her do some karate, but maybe not now. That would be a little cheap. Just a lot. The character has a lot going on. It doesn't need to like go to that realm, if you will. I'm fading like this. Pugilist here is a little bit. Come on. So yes, I think she would be, and I mean, and of course she's like some of the others, intuitive enough to see like think good moms are that way, where they can kind of read and see like what people need around them that they care about. So she'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can take this load off of your, the social interactions with the wait staff and such. I think she would. Yeah, I'm about to get KO'd. So yes. And then would she be interested in this conversation? I think so. Yeah. I mean, character-driven stuff. What would she be into? Like when she's chilling, like she's got 30 minutes, whatever amount of time that she ends up giving herself to recharge, an hour, whatever it is, whether at the dealership or when she's working with the kiddos. What is she? What's the intake there, entertainment wise? Hugo. Let's play Hugo. I haven't been there yet. Would she be like a Marvel fan? I think so. I mean, there's gonna be enough there, even if it is that she's like, look at this guy. Okay, that's a good matchup. Just don't let him close. Looks like Andre the Giant. That guy's made of bubblegum. Oh yeah, don't let him close. Okay. Oh no, I did listen to my own advice. I don't know what she... Oh, he got me with his butt. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to this long distance. There you go. That looked like a punch out. Okay. The absolute heck is going on in this game. So, yeah, I think we'd find common ground. She's gonna be in the finals, so we can revisit like what she might be into or not into in her matchups with the people in the finals. So Amanda's going on the list. And I'm not exploring the idea of... Oh, I could have got him. If you haven't noticed, it's just the adult characters from Cobra Kai that I'm going through because high schoolers in general have too much energy. And also shouldn't be drinking. Oh, snap. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice little image. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put Amanda on that list. How about? Where did it go? Amanda. So far, we got 3 ladies on the list. And let's do... Let's look at Daniel. Daniel LaRusso. Energy level wise, sure. One thing before I get into all that I love about Ralph Macchio's performance is especially I don't know who am I in this? Oh, this guy. I'm a bubblegum skin stretchy man. I'm gonna get worked. Is the tension that he brings to those. Anytime that he and Zabka are on the screen together, as Johnny and Daniel. It's so uncomfortable and raw and real, and I just that's one of my favorite things. Whenever they're together, I'm just like, oh yep, this is both nostalgic and just, it's just awesome, and I love it. These dudes are chilling in the background, just eating like nothing's going on. Yeah, she's not about to let me win that cheap way. Alright, I'm gonna have to get up and close a little bit with this one. Oh, I don't know how I did that. Energy level wise, Daniel will be fine. Like his, like Amanda, I think he's gonna be used to like going to functions and then being able to function the next day with work and being a dad and all that. Goodness to the waitstaff. Yeah, I think he might. I mean, he's the breakfast guy. He does make the breakfasts. What is it? The banana pancakes or something? I think that. Does he seem like the guy who's gonna take it for granted? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I really don't get a good read on him in this category, because he's a little self-absorbed. Especially he gets lost in whatever he's dealing with. There's a question mark on him there, because I think that, yeah, I mean, he'd be good if the situation called for, like, he definitely needed to interact. I don't know that he would, in this kind of hungover, mellow state, necessarily be able to rise above that and like just be overtly kind, and whether or not he'd take over that scenario, I don't think I could go that far, but I think that, like, yeah, he definitely wouldn't take over, but I think that if it came down to it, like if someone came through and was like, hey, can I get your whatever orders, or how's everything going, it's going to be good and kind. I don't know.
Prepare to strike now.
My gut feeling about it, though, is that not that it would be enough for what I would need. I think he'd be more like, what the flippin' flapjack just happened? That he'd be more like me. There'd be like two of me's there, because I think he'd feel bad later for not necessarily being son of a biscuit maker. So yeah, no, there's nothing there that's jumping out saying that he'd dazzle me in that category to get into the finals, especially considering those who are already there. Interested in this conversation, absolutely. I think that there'd be enough common ground, and I don't think that he'd be like, oh, this is a debate to be won. I think he'd have plenty to contribute. I don't know that he would really spend a whole lot of time on it, though. What's going through your mind when we fight? I want to know. What's going through my mind is Brunch and Cobra Kai. That's what's going on. My bonus stage. Here we go. Basketball? Really? Perry the basketball. What? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I supposed to do here? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. I got 0 bonus for... Okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't... even with the common ground there, he's a big question mark when it comes to the waitstaff thing. He's too much like me. So no, I don't think that Daniel's going to the finals. Yeah. And we are down to the first pass through, and then I'll go into the finals here. Look at Johnny Lawrence, Sensei Lawrence, played by William Zabka. Now, if I were Barney Stinson, he would win, hands down. You guys were How I Met Your Mother fans, you know what I'm talking about. It's funny how because the movies were very black and white, you know, it's this or that. He picked, of course, an odd choice considering the way that movie presents the Johnny versus Daniel thing. But I'd be very curious to know, I'm getting my butt kicked here, who Barney would look at with all the gray areas in this show, like where Barney would come down on like who his favorite is. Probably still Sensei Lawrence, just because he's the underdog, and that's how Barney looked at him. But if you were to look at the kids though, like who would he? Because he didn't like the fact that Daniel was the nerd kid, he calls him. So would he like Hawk? I don't know, it's hard to say. I think he'd be a fan of... Yeah. I don't know, it's hard to say. But anyways, we'll have to talk about potential 30 years from now spin-offs too. Energy level wise, I mean, Zabka crushed it. I mean, I did not expect what we got. I was very excited when I started watching that pilot when it was on YouTube Red. It was just like, okay, this is gonna be great. And it was. Energy level wise, it's when he drinks, man, he self-medicates with his drinking, and that's he's like, I had a bad day, and his bad day turns into his 40 in the paper bag, and he's just a mess. He likes his Coors Banquet, right? It's like that beer. I should put that beers in the show enough that I could make it its own character for Brunch Madness. But one of the worst and a little bit telling moments about Danielson in this series is just there's a little bit of elitism in him, because he just craps on his beer of choice, when they were at that like Mexican restaurant. It's like, okay, buddy, yeah, it's not someone I'd hang out with, so we're gonna further make my case there about Daniel not being on the list. So, anyways, back to Johnny. Let's be Sean. Now that I'm in Cobra Kai colors talking about Sensei Lawrence. Energy level wise is a big iffy thing, just because of that. Let's just say we do catch him on a good day. I'm not in Cobra Kai colors. That's a bummer. Fitness to the waist up, I think so. Yeah, I mean he's what in the flippin' flapjack is happening? This is a bad matchup, dude. Are we for real right now? Like, did I... This is a bad matchup. What the heck? Okay. So, cool, dude. Cool. I have no idea what's happening. I picked the wrong guy to fight against. Yeah, I think he'd be good to the wait staff. He's got a good, like if you got him on a good day, even if he's a little hungover, I think he'd have a low-key, grateful kind of vibe. What on earth am I forget how to do the level settings mess up. Anyway, would he be interested in it? Yes, I think he'd be interested in this conversation as long as I was talking about... Go ahead, dude. Just get me. It's fine. As long as I was talking about something from the 80s. Because he's clearly not progressed. I'm not gonna bag on someone for not for liking 80s, for liking Rat. Rat was my jam when it came to the 80s hair bands, and then of course grunge came around and all of that stuff and kind of progressed through other stuff, but still give me some Round and Round and I'm happy. So yes, I think we would definitely find some common ground talking about, I was gonna say Goonies, but we can't do Goonies because there's no adults in that film. Something Jurassic Park maybe. That being said, though, something to go to the USA or to the USA subway station or subway station. Let's go to the subway station. I think it's as far as energy level and everything, I think it's a big enough question mark to say, sorry, dude. Like, it's just there's just too much of a question mark there that, like, especially with drinking and all, drinking to medicate and all that, I think it's just, I'd be too concerned that it would end up being that whole Kate from Lost thing, where I'd be too concerned about, like, am I taking you to, the emergency room or whatever. So we're gonna have to say no to Johnny Lawrence in this Brunch Madness scenario, but I'm pulling for you in the show, the life of that exists in that show. I hope that, which, hats off to all of you for pulling off the fact that so many people are pulling for him. That is a feat of writing and performance and everything, storytelling. Just so great. Somewhere Barney Stinson is very, very happy or confused. Like, maybe he thinks that the show made him weak or whatever, instead of being badass fully, because he's badass. It's just, yeah. All right. And now we have our finals. final at top 3, and it's the ladies. It's an all-lady Cobra Kai finals situation scenario stuff. I've got some. Oh, we'll start that up as soon as I either lose or whoa. Oh no! I don't know what that is. Oh boy. Okay, got him. Friday, I'll be back streaming again. I have, Fall Guys on the thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I might stick with that because I know Star Wars Squadrons comes out that day, and it being a PC game, it's a little more. Nope, I'm about to die. It's a little more iffy to get set up. He got me. So we'll see. I might have to do that like Sunday instead to make sure I have a couple days to kind of get it set up and make sure it's working properly, if it can work properly, because I got Battlefront to work with all the things. But anyway, it's Friday. I might stick to Fall Guys because it's a nice kind of weekend, kind of Friday night, come down from the work week kind of thing. Simple. Frustrating, but simple. But anyway, I don't know what show I'm going to go through. We'll get to the finals of Cobra Kai here in a sec. Hi, guys. Yeah. So we've got Carmen, Amanda, and Grandma LaRusso. Right? Yep. LaRusso, Carmen, and Amanda. So we'll start with looking at we'll do a matchup between two, and then we'll take the winner of that and put it into the last one. I think. Who is the one to beat? I think it's going to be Carmen. So we'll do Amanda and her stepmom. Mother-in-law, not stepmom. Oh, and now that we are in the versus finals of Brunch Madness, I'll have to point out, now we're in these head-to-head matchups, and this one is Daniel's mother, Grandma LaRusso, versus Amanda, his wife. It's coincidental that it has that sound effect, but that I'm doing Cobra Kai, so let's look at it. Energy level wise, I think Amanda's got a bit of a leg up just because, I know this guy looks like full on Inspector Gadget colors. Oh, this little guy's got my number. Just because she's younger, but I think because that whole next day thing, she's gonna need to be in the right place. So she's gonna have more of that regimen. Whatever it is that she needs to do to get into that kind of right space to be in company. So I think she's got a leg up there. Goodness to the waitstaff. We're in the valley. Amanda might possibly have. I don't know. I don't think that she's going to have that same kind of entitled vibe that Daniel does. Just somewhat. I think she's got, again, that like intuitive, can read the room. She's got heart for her, you know, her kids and the people around her and all that. And while I think that, and I think she'd have a softer touch when it comes to the interactions with the, did I win? Cool. I think that while she wouldn't necessarily want to be like connecting with them, like let's bond and be homies or whatever, I think that that kind of, yeah. This kid is kicking my butt. Oh boy. I think Grandma LaRusso would have passable, you know, interactions. I think she'd be good to them. She'd be down to earth. But I don't know that. Actually, she'd take the interactions off my hands, but in a more not bossy, but straightforward. Like, I'm gonna take care of this kind of thing. Whereas Amanda would have a bit of a softer touch with them, compassionate kind of thing. And also have kind of the intuition to be like, oh yeah, I need to take this off of homeboy's hands here because he's a little too wrecked to be kind. So I think Amanda's winning there. I think there's gonna be more common ground with Amanda, and as far as this kind of debate is concerned as well. But I think more than that, it's more importantly, she's gonna have a little bit more of a buy-in as to the reason behind it, because she's a mom. She's raising kids currently, and is also running a business and all that, and I think would like the idea of something that could help her kind of push her mind into a space out of being, you know, hungover or whatever, and into somewhere where she could find the more efficient parts of her brain for the rest of the day, so she can accomplish the thing that she needs to. But yeah, I think Amanda wins that round. I did not win mine though. Kid got me. Fall down. Oh, he doesn't even fall down. So yeah, now we are down to Amanda versus Carmen. This is it. Thank you. Amanda versus Carmen for the Brunch Badness Finals. All right. Let's go back to Elena, and let's fight a girl. If I can. Is this a girl? No. Let's fight Dudley. Yeah, let's run through it. This is a longer episode than I thought it would be.
Are you ready? Go.
Energy level wise, Amanda's got more on her plate, so I think she's gonna have a little bit more of an eye to. I mean, she's got the business and she's got multiple kids. Even though I know Carmen, you know, she does hospital work, so long hours, and then the kid and all. But I think energy level wise, I think Amanda's gonna have a little bit more in the bag there, because like her social time is also work time, and I think that she's gonna just have a little bit more of have that kind of control over intake, and also like how she can be in that right place day after, a little bit more honed in, because she needs to be, I think, a little bit more slightly. So there's an edge to Amanda there. Goodness to the man. Goodness to the wait staff. That's tough, because I think Carmen's going to come from a more sincere place. Just very, they're both down to earth, but I think Carmen's going to have more of solidarity, and because of that, I think they'll be able to read that. I think both are intuitive. I think are going to be able to, you know, being moms, good moms that they have to be able to take the interactions off of my plate. So that's for sure. That's good. Would either of them seek in some way to overtly make the day better for the people that are helping us? Maybe not overtly, but I think that both would, because she's got the soft touch, Amanda does, and Carmen's got kind of that the solidarity that's going to be, they'll be able to read that and see that and appreciate that. What is that? What is that? Both are going to be low-key, kind of good energy level, kind and warm. Let's jump to the next one just to see. Because no one's really jumping out just yet. This is going to be a difficult fight. And I think interest in this conversation. Both of them, I think, will have a buy-in to the reason why. Because I think long hours and in the hospital, I think both of them work the long hours for sure. Amanda just a little bit more because she's got, you know, younger kids, more of them. Although financial stress can put more on your plate. So I think that Amanda's definitely can let her guard down a little bit when it comes to financial stuff, because they've got that covered because of hard work and all, but still that weighs on a person. So I think there might be a little bit that comes out even, the buy-in, common ground wise, and an interest in the conversation. That's tough. I jumped right into it. That just keeps going. Okay. who would be more excited about talking about their favorite show, whatever it may be? I think Carmen, honestly. Because those... Oh my gosh, yeah, this is difficult. There is no real... It comes out pretty even. I have to explore what it is that I think that they would be into. Yeah, I'm getting... Whew. This is not an easy one, I'm telling you. Normally there's at least one that really stands out. And also one that stands... At least one category as well. I'm gonna run through them again. Energy level wise, I think Amanda's got the edge there. Just because she's a little bit more dialed in because she has to be. So she's at the edge there. Goodness to the wait staff. They both have strengths. The solidarity of coming from Carmen and then also the soft touch coming from Amanda, which would be more preferable. They both would take the interactions off of my plate, which is good. Which would be better for the wait staff, the service staff. I think solidarity is good and all, but I think just that kind of the soft touches, there's going to be a little bit more kindness in there. But the solidarity, that really comes into play if there's like someone else is in there and being kind of terrible. That isn't always necessarily going to be the case. So I think Edge is just going to go to Amanda there, just because the soft touch is always helpful, no matter what. So, and of course, when I'm playing against this guy, he's in the Cobra Kai colors. You're witnessing some real science here, I'm telling you. And again, that dude's in the background just like, well, whatever. This is what happens. You're on the streets of wherever I am. Ooh. And then interesting, the conversation thing. I don't know, I honestly actually see more of a buy-in from Amanda. Because I think she sees, being a business owner, somebody who runs it as well is going to see tools that will help you be more efficient. Will understand. No. Oh. We'll just see the value in that more. It's good timing. I like the music in this game. It's just chill. Oh. Oh. If you haven't watched the show, Cobra Kai, you should. It is delightful. Not predictable at all. And there's just great character work, but also that brawl in the school in season 2 is just awesome. It's very satisfying on a lot of different levels. And I'm hoping that what we see at the end of season 2 means that Elizabeth Shue might show up. That would be super super duper. Yeah, and speaking of winners, let's go make it official. Amanda LaRusso, played by Courtney Hengler, I hope I'm saying that right, but Amanda LaRusso is the winner of today's Cobra Kai Brunch Madness. I know. They're cheesy, but I love them. My little graphics. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end this one. Thanks for hanging out. As I like to do, this is a channel trailer, minute and a half, showing what I usually do. Normally when I'm out in the world covering comic conventions and theme parks and all that stuff, but since I can't, I'm doing this, talking about that same stuff with these games in my background instead of, say, Disneyland or whatever, a comic convention. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the things at Chasing Geekdom. You'll see the links in my bio. I'll be back on Friday playing something, probably Fall Guys, and I don't know what show I'm going to do Brunch Madness through, so we'll see. But one more time through the trailer, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you next time.